Warning, what you will see in the movie Pieces cannot be revealed, cannot be described, cannot even be imagined. And you don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. Pieces, it's exactly what you think it is. Pieces. Absolutely no one under 17 will be admitted.
Now, this film is directed by Juan Picura Simon. I think that's right. I don't usually talk like that unless I'm trying to woo a woman.
Shit, was you eating a peanut butter sandwich when you said that?
I should have been.
Oh,
It may have hurt. I just kind of mumbled through it there because I really didn't know if I was getting it right. But Juan Pierre, or whatever your name is, if you're listening, which I doubt he is, get a better name, buddy. This is America.
America.
Change your name. Like, all foreign directors should have, like, Americanized version of their name.
Bob.
Like, his name should be Bob Simmons. Jean Picure Simon should be Bob Simmons. Now, I don't know what else he directed. I didn't bother to look it up. But nonetheless, we have Pieces. A young, young co-eds are being cut up by a chainsaw killer on a college campus. The killer is attempting to put together a human jigsaw puzzle made from body parts. You don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre. I always love that tagline.
Yeah, that definitely sells it right there, because, I mean, before, in all these podcasts that I've probably said numerous times, and I always say this, but, within the trend, like the main horror movies, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, and, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, you throw Texas Chainsaw Massacre in, in a, what's the word I'm looking for? What is that called?
Let me get my dictionary.
Okay, get your dictionary.
Okay, let's start.
Tagline. The tagline.
Tagline.
Tagline for the movie. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm wanting to see that.
Yeah, and now this is a movie. I'll be honest with you. Years ago I didn't know nothing about it. Like, I bought the Blu-ray, DVD. There ain't no Blu-ray that I know of. The DVD of it when it first came out from Grindhouse Releasings, because I seen it advertising online. Like one of them websites had it. Mm-hmm. And then I seen the trailer. I was like, wow, I'd like to have that because that looks really, really interesting. Mm. And, of course, we had to special order it from our local Hastings. You had to special order yours, didn't you?
Yeah, probably from the same Hastings. One
yep.
Oklahoma.
Yeah. They probably like, well, we got some weirdos calling up here for this movie.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it starts off really, really creepy. I mean, you got a kid putting together a jigsaw puzzle, or just, I guess that's a jigsaw puzzle. It's a puzzle. Yep. And then when you finally see it, it's a bit of a perverted puzzle. Mm-hmm. And, of course, his mommy walks in, and she doesn't like that too much.
And what happens?
Somebody ends up getting chopped up.
Oh, yeah.
And, so you don't mess with a kid in his porn, apparently.
I know that's right.
And, of course, this then transfers, but we're on a roll tonight. This transforms and progresses into the future. And we're at a college campus, and sure enough, something happens, that triggers off this person to go off again, and now we're killing people, and we're putting body parts together. Of course, the whole thing is you don't know exactly who it is. You know it's a male because it was a boy that was doing that at the beginning. So you know it's going to be a male that's doing it. It's just you don't know who.
Yeah, let me throw this out there, too. You see if you grab this. They always tried to make it seem like it's one person. Like they tried, sending that out to you.
Uh-huh.
The person that I thought it was whenever I first watched it, that character, you don't hear nothing else from him. The professor with the mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he's walking out and there's a girl sitting there, she's like, where's my pectoral muscles? Or they said that, I thought that he was the killer the whole time.
Well, that they put up a lot of, I guess you could say red herrings or whatever they call it, where it makes it look like several people could be the killer.
Yeah. Well, I know they tried making the janitor that kind of looks like Earthquake.
That man's got the worst luck, because whenever something bad happens, he's always around.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, of course, one of the big parts of the plot here is Lieutenant Bracken, ends up making a deal with the dean on the campus, and he ends up sending an agent, Mary Riggs, in to, act like she's a tennis teacher. Mm-hmm. And, of course, she teams up with a guy named Kendall, who's like the school whore, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He's been a very body Kendall had. And of course, they're trying to figure out everything. And I know that there's that one scene, the real famous bathroom scene, you know, or the lady locker room scene, whatever you want to call it, where the one girl gets hacked up pretty good.
Yeah.
I know that leads us to our wonderful quote that we play at the beginning of the show every week.
Yeah, and that, like, whenever I first watched it and that part came up, man, I literally had to turn that part down because that is such a high-pitched scream.
And it's terrible acting, too.
Bastard! Bastard! My God, if I walked in and someone fucking chopped up, the first thing I'd be doing, you wouldn't hear me hollering. I'd be running like a motherfucker.
I don't know. Maybe she was trying for an Oscar or something, but, you know, it don't work. So if you're going to watch Pieces, you don't want to go for the acting.
Yeah, it definitely does got some great effects in it.
None of that CGI stuff.
No, man. That shower scene is
epic. It's
man,
epic.
God, yeah. I mean, words can't describe.
Yeah, and you know the killer. For what we see of the killer, they look kind of interesting, you know. And like right at the beginning of that very first part of the movie, you know, that one chick loses her head. That's kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
And it's not like it's that cheesy '80s gore, you know. I mean, you can tell like some parts is like mannequins and stuff like that. Of course, this all does lead to a thing. It happens with, I guess you could say, mannequins, like a human mannequin, because like we said with the plot there, that whoever's doing this is putting women together.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's kind of a funny thing there. And of course,
what about the unnecessary kung fu scene in the damn movie?
I wonder who was. I want to have a kung fu scene.
Now I've heard a rumor. Now this right here comes from my cousins up in Ohio, which are huge horror fans. Like they're way more into horror than I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I popped pieces in here, and hell, they're telling me all kinds of shit about it. And when that kung fu scene popped up, one of my cousin's friends, he's like, they was actually shooting a kung fu movie as well as this movie. Like they was filming two movies at the same time, and the director or somebody on there just suggested that scene be in there.
Hey, we got nothing better to do. Throw this in there.
Yeah, they was already filming the kung fu movie, so I was like, well, you know, throw a kung fu scene in there.
Well, I wonder if any pieces, any pieces of pieces end up in the kung fu movie then.
It wouldn't surprise me. But like I said, this is all from my cousin. I don't know any full-blown facts on it.
So if anybody out there is listening, and if you know about this, let us know, because I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
it's so out of place.
Yeah, I mean, you almost figure somebody put the wrong reel in there or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like this time period of when this is being made, man, you know, it wouldn't shock me if somebody's just like, hey, we got some extra time, let's throw a kung fu thing in here.
All right, now listen, you're gonna walk down this alleyway. All right, fucking Jackie Chan's gonna jump out. This fucking kung fu shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna fucking pass out from being a kung fu ninja, and he's gonna wake up and be like it's nothing. And I like whenever Kendall pulls up and dude just gets up like nothing's happened. He's like, okay, bye. And he's like, who the hell? He's like, oh, that was old Mr. Whatever. He's my kung fu teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a kung fu class on campus.
Oh man, I don't know. You know, it happens. It's so out of place, but it does happen, especially in movies like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's this big thing at the end. I don't want to spoil it. We're not. We won't spoil this one. Although I'm sure if there people's listening, surely they've heard it.
Yeah, we won't spoil it for people that do want to watch it, but we will say this: that ending scene will rip your dick off.
Exactly. And it could have happened to like a more deserving person with who gets theirs torn off there, especially with what we've learned about this person and their extra activities throughout the movie. But it's like it is. If you think the kung fu scene is out of place, how out of place is that ending?
Well, it's definitely. I will admit, like when I first watched it, I jumped up. I was going, "Oh my god, yes!" Like I mean, it tickled me, but it was like a happy tickle because, like, I don't know, it's just so fucked up.
Man, I bet you, like, my expression when I first watched this, I probably looked like a cockatoo. I was sitting there just staring, and I kind of had my mouth like in an almost halfway shock motion. I'm like, what? And I'm just sitting there, I'm just staring at it. And I bet you I held that expression on my face for a good portion of the credits there. Because I'm just like, what now? What did I just see? What's happening? Did I miss something? But, I think if it didn't have it, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes it in a way. I think a lot of people would not have it any other way. And if you're going to see this, there is a cheaper version out there. I don't know how much it costs because it is kind of bare bones. You could go with that route, but I think it's a movie that you're going to want to keep. So I would suggest maybe trying to find a used copy of the good one that just went out of print, since it won't cost like $1,000 on you.
Yeah. Go to family video centers or whatever. I'm sure they're trying to get rid of it.
And scour the shelves of Hastings, because sometimes they keep stuff hanging around.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, as out of print as Eraserhead is right now, the one in Murfreesboro that Hastings had, like, the DVD there for, like, $16 forever. It's probably still there. It makes me want to go and check. Because
I bet you it's still there, and I bet it's got the $16 mark on it, but I bet it's marked down about $5.
Probably, because they have no idea what they've got.
Yeah, exactly. Like I went in there. I know this is way off the subject, but just to make a point, I went to just look for a Misfits Famous Monster CD, just because I ain't got the booklet. We've got them all on iPod or whatever you want to call it, iTunes. And I got the CD, and it's $18. And I was like, my God, $18. And I was like, shh. I was like, well, I'm needing it, so take it up there. It was $4, $4.99.
Wow.
Yeah.
CDs are cheap. I know, like I said, it's off subject a little bit, but I know Walmart's got their little bargain bins, dump bins.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot of CDs for like $3 now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I guess it goes without saying that Pieces is a film that you would recommend, right?
Yes.
And what's your score on this one?
I gave it an 8.5 out of 10.
I went with a 7. I'll be honest with you. It's a good movie. It's a good horror movie, but it's a good horror movie for like all the wrong reasons in a way because it doesn't make a lot of sense. The acting isn't the best acting in the world, but it's one of those that you're just going to have a lot of fun watching.
Right.
And there's some good-looking women to look at too.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it's definitely worth picking up and watching if you haven't seen it. And we encourage you to do it the legal way around here at Zombies Don't Podcast.
That's right.
Yeah. But they about shut down all them torrent sites anyway, I think. But moving on, because we don't encourage this sort of stuff, we have 19... was you saying something there, Goop?
I said we do not.
We do not. Say that. Can't sue nobody.